Hello and welcome back, everyone. Going into hour number 3 here of RollPlay Solum. Neal, what are the spells? What spell?
Wizard Sight works through clairvoyance. I'm going to rule. It's not described anywhere as not working through, and therefore it can work through. So, Jen, you clairvoyance into that room, and you start looking about. You have plenty of time, and your invisibility spell does break.
Oh, yeah. But I'm doing it from my own room, right?
Right, you're doing it from your room with everyone standing around except for... Actually, JP, your experiments are done by now. Are you back in the room?
In my room?
In the room with Jen and everyone else.
Oh, no. I just stay in... I don't even know that's going on. I stay in my room.
Okay. Cool. So, Victorian, Tariq, and Leia, you... Well, I guess the two of you are just watching Leia. But Leia, you see what looks to be 15 heavily armed and armored knights. They're all wearing scale mail. They have medium shields with them.
I describe everything I see as I see it.
I see 15 scale mail knights.
Magical long swords, each one of them.
Damn, that's a lot of magical swords.
You also notice 4 wizards and 4 clerics, each of a moderate power level. You can't tell what level they are, but you can get, what is it? Faint,
Would I be moderate?
Would you say over or under 9,000 compared to us?
There's a...
Like, let's say I check out Zenzel, myself, them, like, what's the...
Let's go take a... Let me see exactly what the variants are. There is... What? Oh, it's a wizard sets a 3rd level spell? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can... What? Faint, dim, moderate, strong, or overwhelming. They are moderate spellcasters. If you look at JP, JP is a moderate spellcaster as well. You can't really see yourself with Wizard Sight. So it's like a first-person shooter. You can't actually see your own feet.
She describes all this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we're like, what's the first
nod
person
at Trig
shooter?
and say 1 minute, and I go to Zanzel's room and knock on the door.
Hello?
We're gonna need you to. We're forming up a battle plan. Need you in here, friend.
Would you like the hole?
I think not this time. I think we'll instead use your fireball or something of that. That area.
At this time, I open up the door. Oh, okay, yeah, let's go.
As we're walking back to the room, I say they have something like 4 wizards, 4 clerics, and a bunch of knights.
And they're as strong as you.
We should burn this all down.
Yes, I think this is actually where we do burn down the tavern. So I think
we
start off.
We should leave and burn. Would be my suggestion.
Evacuate everyone above.
We need to find Rektar, though.
Oh yeah, I
he
didn't
could be.
see him.
He
Maybe
could be
he's
inside
dead.
of all kinds of trouble.
Yeah.
Who knows where he is?
He could be drowning.
He's pretty much screwed.
He could be literally drowning in it.
I'd hate to leave him
He
in
can't
the
cock
lurch.
it up any more than he already is.
You know, could be in a real hard spot.
Mm-hmm.
I could even
with the fishes.
Oh, Neal.
That's pretty bad. I'm sorry. I actually rescind that one.
Yeah, I say we nuke the ever-living crap out of the room, something like Leah's power and
I could add a flaming sphere.
Is it downstairs, underground, Leia? Is that where it's at?
They're down there underneath
Right,
us.
Neal? I can point to where the room is at.
It's on the 1st floor.
First floor.
It's a very powerful group, though. We need to be coordinated about this.
I think we need to get out of here, like, right now.
Okay, you keep saying that, Leah. We understand. They're going to hunt us. We have to do something, okay?
No, I know. We should get out of here, cast the pyro, whatever, and then...
Can one of you turn me invisible? I will go look for Reptar. The rest of you can get out.
You'd have to take your armor off to do that.
Okay. But can one of you turn me invisible?
Oh, so
I
you're
don't
just
have
going to
any
do that?
more.
I was trying to say that's a dumb plan. I just didn't want to say it, I guess.
I mean, I could take it off, find him, escort him, put it back on.
take off your armor and go. Is that what you want to
Wait,
do?
what are we trying to do here? Save the young squire?
Get Rektar and then leave.
Leia, will those boots work on Tariq? Will those fit?
Yeah.
Tariq, I can just turn you invisible and we can make this easy. You'll be
Okay.
as quiet and silent and see-through and all that stuff. Just
believe
don't
the
get
boots
lost.
silence the armor, but yeah, you can take the armor off. I guess. if you want.
Yeah, just get rid of the armor. You won't need it if they can't see you. Unless, I mean, the spellcasters might be able to, but I would assume that if they were...
Did you
looking-
see Reptar in that room, by the way, Leo?
Nope. Didn't see him at all.
All right, he's
Hey,
not there.
Didn't seem preoccupied with him.
Well, I
Um,
mean,
did
I
you
looked
have-
for him and I didn't see him.
Did you have
No, no.
Explorer Helgar come with you into this room, JP, when Victorian grabbed him?
From my room?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, no, yes, I bring Helgar wherever we go.
Okay.
Wherever I go.
He speaks up and says, 15 Knights of Rossi plus 4 spellcasters, 4 wizards,
8
and 4
spellcasters.
clerics is a force to be reckoned with. Even if we do get surprise,
It
he
is.
looks at everyone in the room. We might not all make this one.
I agree.
No, we might not. Almost
No.
certainly, probably Tariq will die.
All right. If you guys are ready for that, though, I just
Uh,
want to have people's expectations set.
I don't want to fight them. I really don't think we should.
That's
the
not the
only
goal.
suggestion I have is
Whoa,
get
whoa,
out,
whoa, whoa, hold on,
fire
hold on.
the area, and invis and
People,
leave.
we're trying to save the young squire right now. Tariq
Yeah, that's
wants
what
to
I'm
go
saying.
invisible, and he'll go do some scouting, and then we'll bring him up here, and we'll go from there. You're getting ahead of everyone. Everyone's all Captain Helgar. You're making the situation worse. Just zip it.
Is there a noticeable or like a landmark type location we can all rendezvous at?
There's the stables outside.
Okay. Leah, will you pass me the boots?
Yeah.
Okay.
Leia, you take off your boots. Tariq, you put them on. Leia, you are in bare feet.
Yeah.
You have no
Okay.
shoes at all.
I remove my armor, put it in Zanzel's bag.
Tariq, what was that code word that we once used if I were to alter your appearance? Do you remember?
I don't remember, but let's make a new one.
Let's make a new one, and we'll name it after one of my old pets, whose name is actually, you know I'm old. Let's just say Pet.
Pet. Okay.
You use it in a sentence, scream it out loud, and anytime that is said by you, I'll make sure that it occurs.
Only for today.
Okay, for the next 24 hours, this rule will be in effect.
Okay. So my armor's off. I've got the boots on, and I'm ready.
Okay, you put the armor in the portable hole.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
I grab Tariq's arm very tender and lovingly and look at him and go, I love you, Tariq. I turn invisible.
And I say thank you, my pet. I mean, no, do over.
I start doing all the motions, turn Ryan into a golden dragon. You're now invisible, Ryan.
Okay. I quickly go and start checking all of the rooms as silently as possible.
Okay. You go from room to room. You don't hear anything at the doors, and as you start to open them, most of them appear to be empty. It's not until you get halfway done with the rooms on the second floor, but by the way, there's like 30 rooms on this floor, so there's
Okay.
a lot. You get about halfway done with them, and you don't hear anything at the door, but as you start to open it and push it open, there's a voice that goes, Who goes there? Who's at my door?
I quickly shut it and.
You shut it?
Well,
Okay.
well,
Sorry,
I
sorry.
open. They say who's in there, and then I shut the door. Right.
Mhm.
Like I'm like, okay, that's not it.
Right, you
Yeah.
eventually finish searching the top floor. Like actually 40 seconds or so after, not 40,
Well,
20
hold
seconds
on,
after
hold
you
on,
open
hold
the
on.
door.
Time out. We've told him to check the bottom floor, right? That's the floor we sent Rektar to check. So I wouldn't have checked the second floor at all. I would have gone to the bottom floor.
Oh, well, you just said I'm searching every door.
I meant, okay, I apologize. I thought we were on the same page. I want to check where I think Rektar would be, which is down on the first floor where he was doing the scouting.
Got it. Makes more sense. This
Yes.
isn't going to affect anything. It's a blind guy. He comes to the door with his walking stick and pokes around and can't see anyone anyway.
Okay.
So it totally didn't even matter.
That's
But
cute.
you head downstairs now. Got it.
And I'm searching
are approach-
where I would think the room that Leia was referring to.
Well, Leia describes the room. She knows the room where the soldiers are, where that is. She's described that location to you.
I
Not,
also
not that
said-
location. I'm talking about. Well,
Right.
I guess
So that's what I'm saying is
Yeah.
that's there are
I
two
told him
doors
what
that
I
don't go
saw, but-
outside. That's the door that leads to the Verossi officers. She looked around there, didn't see him. So the only other door would be that set of double doors to the left of the staircase.
okay. Yeah, I'm just checking.
The
rooms
clerk
on
is not currently sitting at the table, so you can open the doors without him seeing that. You give it a except there's no squeaky noise, and you see a couch with a little nightstand next to it. It's like a lavish couch, and a roaring fire in the hearth that has an empty wine glass set on top of the mantle.
No people are in the room.
I mean, you only have it open a crack, right?
Okay.
So you only
Um,
see that from the crack.
I want to look and see if there's any. I want to look and see if there's any other doors.
Okay, you open the door a little bit more and poke your head in, and you see 6 beautiful women kind of about the room. 2 of them are standing over on the other side where there's some candles on what looks to be like a mantelpiece with a dead fire in the hearth.
Mm-hmm.
3 of them are lounging on couches, and the last one is sitting down in front of a harp, looking at it, and then starts to gingerly pluck its strings.
Okay.
And she plays quite well.
I see no doors, no nothing in there, except for the
There
women.
are 1, 2. There are 8 doors that lead out of this room. 2 on either side of the fireplaces at either end of the room. So you've got like 2 on the left side, fireplace, then another 2, and on the right side of the room, 2 doors, fireplace, 2 doors.
Okay. I'll just check those very quickly.
All right. You slip into this room, close the door behind you, and make your way to the first door. Do you go left or right?
Left.
All right. First door on the left is a. You open it, and give me a dexterity check, Tariq.
Okay. My dex is.
I believe this is where you fall on your face.
13. 29.
Oh,
I think we're
nice.
good.
All right. You open the door, no problems, and there is coming from the room are the sounds of people in passion.
Mm-hmm.
Do you continue to peek in?
It means sex.
I mean, I sort of think to myself, he's either been sidetracked for a good reason or a bad reason, but this is a feasible reason for him not to have shown up yet. So I do continue.
All right. You slip in the door and shut it behind you. There are
No, I don't
couple
shut it
candles-
behind me. Hold on.
Oh, you leave it open?
Yes, I'm only just looking to see
Alright.
what's in.
You slip
He just
in.
wants to watch Neil. He doesn't need to.
Yeah.
There are 4 candles lit in the room, giving it just a very, very dim light. It's kind of hard to see anything. There is one of those tall beds with like the posts that go way up and the netting that covers it. Kind of the
Mhm.
I don't know. I want to call it like a princess bed, but I don't know the technical term.
The one with
And
the
there are
top
2
thing?
bodies writhing under the sheets in there. And then you hear a woman call out, "Yes, Reptar, yes!"
Okay. I walk up. I quickly. And I say to myself, I know I'm going to regret this. Fling the sheets off the bed.
Okay. The sheets come up, woof, and like get pulled off, and immediately the 2 of them disentwine, and she goes for the end of the bed. He rolls to the side of the bed and grabs what he's probably got like a short sword as a side weapon. Grabs a short
Does
sword
he
and starts
ever?
waving it around
Right.
the room.
Rektar has seen us be invisible before, correct? I mean, several times.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
aware of it.
I pick up his clothes off the ground and I say, Rektar, we're leaving, and I toss them to him.
He leaves it, sigh of relief, followed by like his face going red,
Yes.
as much as red as you can see in the night, and starts putting on his clothes. The woman is silent, and her eyes are like looking straight at Reptar, and then like around the room, and then back to him. He gives her a cursory, "I gotta go, babe. See you later," and gets dressed and starts to walk out.
And it's only by the time that he reaches the door that he finally pulls out from within her.
No. By the time he's about by the time he's fully dressed and coming to the door, you look around and you see the door is all the way open, and two of the other girls are poking their heads in and going, "Is everything okay, Ashley?"
Yeah, well, Reptar was poking his head in earlier, if you know what I mean.
I try to throw my voice best I can as I'm walking past Reptar, and I say, she's clearly had too much to drink. Walk out of the room, and I say, stables now. And just head straight there.
Gotta
So
put
you
those
guys
horses in the
leave.
stables.
Okay. What is everyone else doing while this is happening?
Another whore. I mean prostitute. Sorry.
So you go down to sleep with the lady?
No, Neil.
What are you doing?
We're just kind of waiting, I guess. He's stripped
Alright.
down naked to go get Reptars. We're just kind of like
I'm
sitting
talking about otherworldly beings upstairs, Neil, and I ask you
Alright.
one to see if I would know what it is.
I asked Zenzel if he has a invisibility spell available to him right now.
I do.
Should we just all get invisible right now? Maybe not.
Is that...
Should we all just get invisible?
You want to have a party? What do you- Why do you want to get invisible?
Because I'm always paranoid that people can detect me looking at them
If
through
anything,
magical means.
logic, I would think, yeah, you were talking about your intelligence. One of your stature would understand that if a spell were to be cast, that would actually heighten their awareness of us, especially if they're looking for magic, so that if you have casted a spell today, they might have already known that we're here before we know that they know that we're here. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
we know that they know that.
Victorian's reading, like, he's pretending to read a parchment.
Yes.
When Reptar gets to the front door, yes, you're walking behind him at this point. One of the girls, this redheaded girl with long curly hair, comes out with just like a very sheer kind of dressy thingy on.
Oh, okay.
Comes storming out and says, "Zagzif! That man took advantage of me and left. He didn't even pay. He left halfway through. And there's some invisible person around here tearing sheets off and talking to him." The innkeeper kind of raises his eyebrows and starts walking towards Reptar and says, "Son, now that room comes with the price. And I think you know what that price is."
Let me look at his character sheet. He's got 80 GP. What the fuck? Okay, I toss a gold.
He drops the gold to the floor and says, "Son, this is no brothel that you're going to find in the middle of a slum. This is a classy joint. These girls,
Quickly, the
classy
price.
girls. It's 60 gold an hour here."
Jesus Christ.
Neil, there's no prostitute on planet Earth. Except for maybe Barack Obama.
Hold on. What is 60 gold in real life dollars again?
There
It's
is no
like-
there is no equivalent. The best equivalent you can do is a gold is $100, but
You
that's
just bought a two-handed sword for 50 gold. Just keep that in mind. A gigantic, handcrafted sword.
If we're being honest, I'm sure you could find an escort for around that price.
yeah.
If you really
you could
wanted
easily.
to. If you go to Vegas
I
and be
just
like,
wanted
you
to-
know,
I
I
just
want
wanted to
a high class escort, they would probably charge that.
This is not an unreasonable price. 60 gold an
Okay.
hour is quite reasonable.
So I toss him 59 more gold. Start
One at a
walking
time.
out.
One at a time, just watch
Yeah.
them fucking piece. of
Start
shit.
walking out towards
Stacks
the
the gold
table.
and just flicks one off at a time.
And as I walk out, I say, Ashley needs to get checked, and then go back upstairs.
But you say this,
Even
or
though
Reptar says
I'm
this?
complete
Reptar.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
complete. Like he's completely clean, but he's just doing that to because he's pissed.
Right. Okay. You and Reptar make it to the stables. What do you do?
Ah, there you are, friends. Look, we need to make a choice. Is Tariq here, by the way? I just hear him.
I-
No, you guys look out your
Shimming of
window
his
and
metal.
you see.
We're all in the stables.
You see
Yeah,
Reptar.
we met at
no.
the stables.
After waiting around for a while, you look out the window and you see Reptar waiting by the stables, talking to what looks like a horse's ass.
Let's go down there and talk with him so we can move this forward.
I quickly put my armor on. By the way, out of the hole.
Oh, did you carry the hole on you?
No. But Zanzel's got it. He's there.
Yeah, but Zanzel's not there. Zanzel's upstairs with everyone else.
We see him downstairs, so we come.
Okay.
At the stables.
Okay, everyone arrives downstairs.
I must have missed
Tariq,
all
you
that.
start putting on your armor.
Okay.
Was Reptar okay?
He was.
I'm more than okay until Tariq interrupted me.
You little piece of shit! You almost got us killed.
How is... If anything, I almost brought a
we
new
will
life
deal
into
with
this
this
world.
later. We will deal with this later.
I'll deal
Rektar,
with
I'm
you
both
later.
proud and disappointed at you at the same time. But for now, we need to.
Well,
You're
Is
saying
that
this
the
while
plan?
putting your armor on.
Yes.
you all just want to retreat and have this posse behind us? They're in a room, friends. There's probably not going to be another opportunity to get them like this. It's that or we run forever.
How much did you do? Well, you know,
Ultimately, I'll leave it up to you. I'm just saying this is the best chance.
I don't think we can beat them.
the
Except
question.
maybe-
So after I say that, Leah, and your response is, I don't think we could beat them. What is the logical next step? That we just run forever and then die when they do catch us, or just hope
We
that they
don't know if they know where we are.
I would assume they know where we're at because they're here and we're here, so they're close. They're hot on our trail.
I would opt
go ahead.
for the weakening the group approach, where we set this entire place on fire, and some of them die, maybe some escape, and we can fight them later on down the road.
How about this? We see
Agreed.
how many exits there are to that room. We set fire to said room, and then Tariq is on one door, I'm on another. We bottleneck the remaining people, and we hope that most of the spellcasters die inside, or at least can't get past their own knights to deal with us.
The question that must be addressed, or perhaps we'll never know the answer, but it must be a thought, is that if these spell powers are in my level, they could leave the room without even walking 2 steps. They could make it so and just disappear.
They are
So-
your
Tariq,
level.
are you putting on armor while invisible or visible? Because if you're
Uh,
visible, Reptar can help you, which cuts the time in 1/3.
I will become invisible.
Visible.
Yes, of course, they could leave, but that's,
Yes.
I
a
mean,
burning room.
it's something that they could appear behind us is the only
Sure.
thing. I don't know if...
I
The
don't
other
think
thing
they'd
is-
want to, though, right? Because then I would just put phallus as deep into him as I could, much like Rektar did. the
There
prostitute.
are perhaps many things could happen. The other question is, do we care about the other lives in this building? Because if we are surely to set this on fire, they will most assuredly die as well.
I think it would be ill of us to not try to get them to leave first, to say something.
Perhaps I don't know. I mean, we could perhaps talk with the innkeeper and just tell him to get him and his people to leave quietly and see how that goes.
He'll alert the Verossi or something. This is his livelihood. He won't be happy that we're telling him to, right? That we're going to burn down the building.
It's true.
Won't be happy.
He will not be happy.
Well,
These are our choices, and it's tough. And of course, whenever we put it to a vote, it becomes the most confusing thing ever. But nonetheless, we are a democracy. We should decide.
I think for the greater, my vote is we set this place on fire, hopefully kill some of them, and then ambush them down the road.
Oh, you don't even like the bottleneck idea. You just set it on fire. and
Well,
see
as
what happens.
Zanzel said, the spellcasters could escape easily. Perhaps some of the soldiers will die in the scramble, but I don't think we can take on, even half of this contingent.
Well, that's why we would use the doors and bottleneck them in a burning room where they would be burning, dying, dead.
Well,
the other
what
thing
Dan
is
was saying
we
is-
hurt them. We kick the hornet's nest. We leave. They catch up to us, or the problem again that we had with the army. We go somewhere. We have to delay. This comes up behind us, and now we're in open field, right? Then we do die, don't we?
Well, what I'm proposing is because Zanzel's saying that they can leave the room in an instant. They wouldn't be in this burning room.
Spellcasters can. Yes,
I mean,
but
they might.
You guys notice a rider in the distance coming your way. That's all.
I don't like this. I want to go invisible. I don't like this.
Well, you're going to die someday. You just calm down.
But what I'm
Let's
saying
just take
is
the conversation in the stables. Let's get out of plain sight.
Yeah.
All right, you guys just move a few feet, and now you're hidden by the walls of the stables.
Did we see a V on the rider, by the way?
No, you just saw something like at the edge of your vision. No details to be ascertained.
I'm proposing a sort of ambush like we did with the cart.
Yes, but in open field, like I said, it'll be.
Well, not right now.
Are you saying
set
we
it on
wait for them
fire.
to leave in the morning, perhaps?
What I'm saying is we set it on fire, we leave, continue on our journey, lay in wait perhaps one town down, and ambush them there.
Okay, that's your vote. Leah says run for the hills and hope for the best, right?
I vote for the fireball and run. Yeah, pretty much
Okay.
like Tariq. Hit
That's
and
fine.
run.
Zanzo, what say you?
No, I look at the building. Can I make an engineering check to see if a fireball would take it down?
Sure. Give me an engineering check.
I haven't done this. in a
Isn't it
while,
like
so-
plus 19?
something like that?
Yes.
So he's asking if you'll
plus
roll
16.
1. Oh, just 16.
Yeah, because it's actually -3. 30.
30. You have a feeling that a fireball on the inside would do a lot of damage. A fireball on the outside would probably damage a single wall, but you doubt the entire thing would be destroyed by the blast of a fireball.
What if
That
it's
said,
combined?
You know, if it burns to the ground over the period of time, then it burns to the ground over a period of time.
What if it's combined with flaming sphere that just stays there, like stays put?
No, that makes no difference. Fireball is the primary damage here. Flaming sphere is like 1/10 the damage capacity.
If we look at this building, we could not bring it down with a single fireball. I do not know if the men downstairs, especially if they are of the strength that Leia says, will even die in the attack. It might be all for naught. I vote we actually ambush them somewhere else, to where we have a clear shot, a clear line of sight, and we can do the damage then.
Well, so.
Then again, perhaps, I mean... they might-
Zanzel's the expert, but it seems like the consensus is that we leave and ambush them down the road.
The other thing that you might need to consider is that perhaps they are at this place because it is the crossroads, and that we would most likely be
Very
crossing
good
through
point.
here, that they will just stay here the entire time.
Or go a different path. Very
Go
good
a
point.
different path.
Okay, well, that's the vote, friends. We move on. Zanzel, are you guys okay with Zanzel's expert advice that we ambush later because the fireball won't do anything here?
Yeah.
Which
Tariq?
sounds fine to me. Yeah.
Then let's... And I kind of look out. Do I see the rider at all or anything?
Yeah, the rider is closer. He's like 2 minutes away.
Is he wearing... Can we see a V or anything? Do we see that well?
He just looks like a messenger. He's lightly packed.
Let's go get Helen. Let's move as a unit. This is a scary place, and then let's get out of here. Okay, it's daytime. Let's leave.
Okay.
Sound good?
Sure, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like
Okay.
to do so silently?
So it is evening now. Like the sun is setting.
it?
Yeah, because you arrived. No, you arrived a couple hours
No.
before
You
evening.
said it was 6 hours.
Yeah, no,
of
yeah. So
travel.
it was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon when you arrived. As the sun sets at 6. It must be about 4:45 now. So it's not dark yet, but the sun will be setting in the next hour and a half or 2 hours.
Well, let's travel by night to try to get ahead of this group. Yeah.
I agree, yes.
Okay.
Also,
we'll make
I
way
give
for
the
Ironbeard.
boots back to Leia. Forgot about that.
Thanks. Put them back on.
Okay, so we go get Helen, I suppose. Let's say we're leaving.
Okay. You go back up to get Helen. As you do so, you notice the clerk is missing. And as you're bringing her down the stairs, or as you start to walk out the front with Helen, you see the rider putting his horse in the stables and kind of starting to walk in your direction. But you also hear the door burst open behind you and the jingling of heavy armor coming from behind you. You turn around and you see coming out that door next to the staircase is a knight.
Just
with
a single
his
knight?
shield up and a sword in his hand already.
He looks like he's ready
He looks
for battle.
like he's ready to stab somebody.
A single knight?
Well, I'm giving you what you see instantaneously coming through a
Okay.
doorway.
I turn to him, and I say, look, friend, Reptar's dick is huge, and I apologize for any damage he did to that woman, but there's really no need for further violence other than what his penis did to her vagina.
JP, do we have time to do combat now?
We've got 30 minutes.
All right, let's combat it up. Let me grab my dice because I can't find them. There must be another room. I'll be right back.
What do you guys think of that punchline? Pretty good?
I was
Little
more
bit-
worried
little
about.
vulgar.
I was more worried about the fact if we're all about to die.
Oh, JP, we don't die.
I won't.
It's
die.
just a single night. What could possibly?
You could
you know?
roll. You could roll 3 ones and have your sword break.
Oh God.
Buried under Nerf guns.
Phallus broke. I'd be so sad. Tell us about him, Neil. So he's got a is it like a Tariq tower shield? Is it a half shield?
It's
What
a
kind of
medium
sword?
shield.
Bear
It's
back.
more or less the same sort of shield that you use. He has
Okay.
a long sword.
Whoa! I have a boule shield, son. Okay, please. One of a kind.
More or less the same class of shield that
Thank
you
you.
would use. Medium in size.
Long sword.
Long sword.
Is he wearing splint mail?
Splint mail with a shield.
Does he say anything about penises or vaginas?
No, not
He
yet.
says penis vagina.
Well, I turn to face him, and
well,
I
you got to roll
say,
for initiative.
well, hang on. I'm still talking here, Neil.
Okay, well then he attacks you.